You won't believe what just happened in Kenya. A Netflix show has women protesting in the streets, families being torn apart, and an entire nation pointing fingers. The Polygamist just triggered the biggest debate East Africa has ever seen. And wait until you hear who Kenyans are actually blaming for the disaster. One man, 4 women, and a secret so dark that it finished him off. But here is the twist that nobody saw coming. Since dropping in June of 2026, this show has sparked protests, think pieces, viral TikToks, and the most heated family dinner arguments you can ever imagine. We're talking about real women expressing huge concerns, men defending their lifestyle choices, and an entire country asking one question: who is really to blame when everything falls apart? I've spent days researching Kenyan reactions, dozens of articles, analyzing social media threads, and what I discovered will shock you. Because this is not just entertainment anymore. This is a mirror reflecting some uncomfortable truths. Who is Jonasi Gomorrah? Picture this: a wealthy, charming businessman who seems to have it all. Jonasi Gomorrah lives in luxury, commands respect, and everywhere he goes, heads turn. But underneath that polished exterior, a web of lies so intricate it would make your head spin. Jonasi is not just married to one woman, he is maintaining 4 separate relationships simultaneously. Joyce, his public-facing influencer wife, who flaunts their glamorous lifestyle online. Essie, his secret second wife, hidden away with a daughter whose paternity he questions. Matipa, an ambitious woman who climbs from mistress to wife through sheer determination, and Lindani, a younger woman drawn into his orbit like a moth to a flame. But wait, it gets even darker. Each woman believes she is special. Each woman thinks she has his heart. Each woman sacrifices her peace, her dignity, sometimes her health, waiting for him to choose her completely. And Jonasi, he orchestrates his chaos like a conductor leading a symphony, except this symphony ends in tragedy. The show is adapted from Sunyati's explosive novel, Doesn't Hold Back. We watch it in real time as Jonasi divides his attention, his resources, his body between these women. He lies with the ease of someone ordering coffee. He manipulates with precision. He promises change while repeating the exact same patterns. And here is the kicker that has everyone talking. Jonasi eventually dies from HIV-related complications. That is right, his reckless lifestyle, his refusal to protect himself or his partners, his arrogance in believing consequences don't apply to him. It all catches up, but by then, the damage is catastrophic. Families destroyed, children traumatized, women scarred physically and emotionally. One review described him as charming yet destructive, measuring his worth through conquest rather than genuine human connection. Another one called him a cautionary figure whose repeated forgiveness becomes permission for endless betrayal. But that is not all. Let us break down each woman's role. Joyce, the influencer wife living in public luxury, she knows Jonasi's traits. She sees the red flags. She endures humiliation when rumors surface. Yet, she stays, projecting perfection online while crumbling privately. Why? Status, financial security, the children, fear of public failure. She forgives repeatedly, hoping this time he will change, but each forgiveness, without consequences, teaches Jonasi he can do it again. Essie, the hidden wife, carrying perhaps the darkest secret, she conceals her daughter's true paternity, maintaining a facade to keep Jonasi's attention and resources. She competes silently with other women, accepting crumbs of affection. Her enabling comes through silence, through covering tracks, through making herself smaller so he stays comfortable. Matipa, ambitious, strategic, determined, she transitions from mistress to wife through calculated moves. She knows about the others, but believes she can outcompete them. Her enabling is active. She plays the game, thinking if she is clever enough, she wins. But there are no winners in this scenario. Lindani, a younger, perhaps more naive initially, but she enters with eyes increasingly open. Yet, she stays drawn by charm, promises, and the intoxicating feeling of being chosen by someone powerful. Here is what multiple analyses reveal. These women are not stupid. They are trapped in systemic dynamics that make living feel riskier than staying. One Kenyan woman forum post that went viral said, "We are watching ourselves on screen and it is painful how many of us stay because living means losing the house, the kids, school fees. How many of us forgive because we have invested years and starting over feels impossible." But here is the controversial part that has people arguing for days. When does survival become enabling? When does hoping for change become self-sabotage? When does protecting children actually harm them by modeling dysfunction? The show forces viewers to confront these. The women lose years, they lose health, dignity, peace, and in some cases, their lives to infections. They waste precious time competing for scraps when they deserved entire feasts. And still, Jonasi faces minimal consequences until death. No accountability, no growth, no real remorse. He continues because the system allows it. One relationship expert quoted in a Kenyan publication said, "Forgiveness without boundaries is not virtue, it is participation in your own destruction." So, are the women to blame, or are they doing the best they can within impossible systems? Hold that thought, because Kenyans' reaction reveal something even more disturbing. You need to understand, this show didn't just entertain Kenya, it detonated conversations that were already simmering beneath the surface. Within days of release, Kenyan social media has exploded. Women across Kenya are expressing huge fears that this isn't fiction, it is a documentary of their reality. One viral post read, "I just watched The Polygamist and I am shaking. My husband's behavior mirrors Jonasi's and I've been making excuses for years. When does it stop?" Another one, "This show is every Kenyan woman's nightmare made visible. We know men with 2 phones, secret families, unexplained absences. We are living these." Health workers have claimed in with sobering statistics. HIV transmission rates in relationships where one partner maintains multiple sexual contacts without transparency, women discovering infections years into the marriage, the ripple effects of children who inherit both trauma and sometimes diseases. But the argument, one camp says Jonasi is 100% to blame. He is the architect, the liar, the manipulator. He holds the power and abuses it systematically. The women are victims of his calculated exploitation and broader societal pressure. Camp 2 counters, the women enabled everything. They saw the red flags and ignored them. They competed instead of collaborating. They chose comfort over dignity. They taught him that actions have no consequences. Camp 3 offers nuisance. Both share responsibly with an equal system. Jonasi bears primary blame as the active deceiver, but the women's choices, returning after betrayals, accepting lies for stability, covering secrets, this sustained the toxic cycle. Now, certain moments in The Polygamist didn't just entertain, they traumatized viewers. Let me walk you through the scene that had Kenyans posting through tears. The diagnosis scene, When Jonasi receives the HIV diagnosis and the camera captures his face, shifting from arrogance to fear, viewers reported chills because suddenly the consequences become real, not abstract, not distant, real, and the immediate question, who else did he infect? Did he tell his partners? And will he change? Spoilers, he doesn't change fast enough. Then, an explosive confrontation where secrets unravel, women competed in shadows suddenly face each other. The pain, the anger, the realization they are all victims of the same man. Viewers say that this scene is gutting because you watch women who could have been allies turning against each other by manipulation. And when the paternity truth emerges and you see the cascade of lies, the foundation of an entire relationship built on deception, Jonasi's rage, Essie's desperation, the child caught in the middle, this triggered discussion about paternity, fraud, but also about why Essie felt lying was her only option, the economic desperation and social pressure that drive women to extremes. Then we see Jonasi's son repeating his father's patterns, treating women as conquests, dodging responsibility. It showed the generational curse. Children don't just witness dysfunction, they inherit it, normalize it, perpetuate it, and break the cycle or become it. So here's my final take. Jonasi Gomara bears primary blame. Absolutely. He's the architect of a system designed to serve only him. He initiates deception, exploits vulnerabilities, refuses growth. Despite clear harm, his choices directly cause suffering, disease, but, and this is crucial, the women are not powerless. Some actively enable the cycle. They enable the cycle through repeated forgiveness without boundaries. The real villain isn't just one man or the women who loved him. It's the interlocking systems of patriarchy, economic inequality, cultural pressure, and social stigma. The Polygamist succeeds as an art because it refuses easy answers, no pure heroes, no simple villains, just flawed humans, making choices within impossible circumstances and suffering the consequences. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are you team Jonasi is the villain, team everyone shares blame, or team the system is the problem? Hit that subscribe button because we are diving deep into more controversial topics that have the internet divided, and share this video because this conversation needs to be loud. These issues affect real people. I'll see you in the next one, where we are breaking down the real Kenyan polygamy stories that make the Polygamist look tame. You won't want to miss it.